Need an easy, fast go-to snack that your kids can just grab out of the fridge and go on their way to school or sports activities, or you take to work or pack in the lunch? I've got the recipe for you. Keep watching. Welcome to my channel. I'm Sam, and I'm a busy mom of 3 kids. I have a high schooler, a middle schooler, and an elementary schooler, and I'm always looking for go-to recipes that I can give them that are not just snacks to feed them, but that can feed their energy, to give them sustainable energy throughout the day. So I default to nuts. I can't say nuts without laughing. So anyway, so these are my chocolate-covered nut bars, or actually my chocolate topped nut bars. Before I get into it, here's some benefits. According to the Cleveland Clinic, nuts are a good source of dietary fiber. They're high in plant protein. They're full of healthy vitamins and minerals like vitamin E, folic acid, niacin, magnesium, vitamin B6, zinc, copper, and potassium. They're also a good source of the non-essential amino acid, which helps protect your heart from plaque buildup. And they're full of healthful phytochemicals, which can be linked to preventing heart disease. So I started creating healthier habits by making my own snacks to go instead of buying always the packaged foods. And one of the ones that I found online are nut bars, and they're super easy to make. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So what do you need? You need mixed nuts. So I bought these at Sam's Club. You can buy them at Costco. You can buy them at pretty much any grocery store. I try to stay away from the salted kind because I'd like to add any salt if I want to into it. So right here, the ingredients are cashews, almonds, pecans, pistachios, and hazelnuts. And these are unsalted. You also need almond butter. I bought this one at Costco. You can also use peanut butter. And you need dark chocolate. I just bought these dark chocolate chips instead of the semi-sweet, just because this has 53% cacao, which is higher in antioxidants. If the darker, the better. And then coconut oil is what you'll need. You also need a food processor, a glass dish, parchment paper, and a microwavable bowl. Okay, so let's begin to show you how to do it. So what I do is I just grab my food processor. Actually, first, I'm going to put up my hair because it wouldn't be the first time that I've had a straggler away. So I promised my kids that I would put my hair up. Okay, so you take your food processor and you pour about, I would say, 3 cups of nuts. I just kind of eyeball it. Okay, I blend mine pretty good. I've had issues with digestion, and like whole nuts is really not good to digest for it to break down easy. So I figured the more you break it down, the better. And then you grab, I'm grabbing a spoon and the dishwasher. You grab your almond butter, and you use about 1 to 2 tablespoons. That together. Okay, so you see it is kind of like a paste. Okay, so then you get your, you get your parchment paper. You use wax paper probably. And I just kind of line the dish. This is like an 8x8 dish. And then I just stick this in here. Just like so. Just kind of flatten it out. Okay. And then you kind of let that sit. Put that aside. And grab like 1 to 2 things of chocolate chips. And you pour that in, 1 to 2 cups. Looks like about 1 and a half. And then you get a little bit of coconut oil to smooth it out. get about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and you put that in, just like this, so. And then I microwave it for about 45 seconds to check the consistency to make it like a sauce. Okay, so that looks better. There, so you see the consistency? Okay, and then you put this over here and you will pour the chocolate. Yummy, yummy. What I'll do is I'll grab the chocolate and then I'll spread it around. And then what I do is I just put this in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours. Okay, so after you get it from the freezer, it should be pretty solid like this. And the reason for the parchment paper is now it's just easy to lift out like that. So then what you do is you just cut it into squares, like so. So it's a little hard. If it's too hard and it kind of breaks, let it freeze for a little bit longer. But what I like to do, because this would be way too much, is I would just cut it into little squares, like so. And so it's super easy, super good. They do fall apart a lot if they're warm. So the best bet is to cut them all up and put them in a bin, or an airtight container, and then stick it in the fridge, and then they can grab and go. I have done it and they ate it for lunch. I packed it in their lunch. So they are good after school snack, before school, before sports. But again, they're full of benefits and they're homemade, not processed, and not full of preservatives. So good for you.